line up and not lock all my ships to E1 by accident.
So do you want me to join OPG versus TSF right now?
Yes. Yes, please. They're itching to start. They want to face roll SFKJ. However, I'm pretty sure the Kraken Jackers are going to put up a hell of a fight.
OPG versus TSF, right? Or was it?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know why they said TSF though, because I mean technically it's I guess it's Team Special Forces. They just don't use that as their abbreviation, because there's a different clan called the Special Forces or something, and yeah, it's that. Okay, well, anyway, we go. This first map, Islands of Ice.
This
usually
here
sees
is
a lot of combat in BC, although teams can pull off something funky around the A cap. After all, nobody ever expects you to go to A. I mean, look at randoms. They're just like, hey, Quad, why are you going to A? And then I do. And then we win.
Yep.
Oh, Sneaky Snake just messaged me, or on Twitch chat. His power's out for some reason. Anyway, here we go. Lineups. Oh, that's pretty interesting. Wait, are they mirrored on both? No.
No.
SF has brought 3 destroyers. Like, and I think that'll give them slightly better cap control at the cost of, you know, the.
Certainly, yeah. Though it seems like for you guys on OPG, there's 3 cruisers, one of them in which is the Chapayev, and then 2 Kutuzovs. So this might certainly, you know, kind of turn out to be a little bit interesting. But we'll see.
Yeah, especially SF didn't bring a radar ship.
Charles Martel, though.
Oh, Charles Martel can type, but it's not gonna, you know, get those nasty cruisers out of smoke.
Yeah.
I mean, OPG's got a Chapayev and 2 Kutuzovs. Hopefully, oh yeah, Miso said make sure Fratstar doesn't get deleted in the first 5 minutes, because I think there was one week where I was streaming them and it was the first ship to go down, just 100-0 blapped by a battleship.
Oh.
OPG's definitely not going to want that to happen this time around. That would not help the bottom line. Over here it looks like OPG is going.
Give me a moment, I have to turn you up on my end.
Okay, now I think... that's more like it. Gotta kill myself because this map doesn't have a tournament.
Yeah. There we go.
Thankfully, it's the only map that doesn't, because the rest of them will be Ares. And we have, looks like air contact. You're about to spot OPG's Harakaze going into B. That might force him back unless he gets intercepted by... No, the fighters push him over the DD. Okay. AA builds nice AA fire. No flak because we don't have the cool closed beta flak effects anymore. RIP.
Yeah. Would be nice if they can reintroduce that, but I mean, we'll see.
Identified Merrills and the Chili's going to A.
So how's OPG doing with where they're going? Are they going?
They're going to B and C. They have a Harakaze in B, so they're kind of stopping the cap for each other right now. There's a flanking force headed A. I think OPG outnumbers SF at A.
Really?
And then they have a Benson trying to cap C, but like
there's like kind of a Mexican standoff between 2 destroyers there, because there is also Benson at C too, and it looks like it's just spotted by the Kutuzov.
He's spotted by airplanes right now, barely.
And it looks like they also spotted Cole Sanders here. Benson tries to go shoot.
He clearly has survivability expert, so he has a slight advantage in terms of health pool. Also, in that lower face can't land a shot because they're at such a long range for destroyers.
No, it does seem like he popped his AA defensive fire to probably hopefully spend off all of those annoying little planes.
He took out all those fighters and the dive bomb. That's not a good early use of planes. It's only been 3 minutes.
True.
I find in close matchups it sometimes comes down to the carrier being able to strike those low health targets at the end, and we got Harakaze narrowly avoiding torps in the B cap. He's just gonna sit there. There's nowhere for it. Wait. 1, 2. Yeah, that's a TRB Harakaze. So if he gets spotted, there's no smoke for him to go run away to.
Mm.
Yeah, for those of you who are...
Though it does seem like the North Carolina and the Yamagi here are shooting at the broad-sided archives in the Yamagi, and it does seem like he took some damage. Probably a citadel, and he just repaired his fires. And it seems like Frat Star has been spotted by the by Anamadi's planes. No, it does seem like Anamadi is gonna engage Yamagi here. In other news, it looks like B is still being held. It's still being contested by...
Ooh, and yeah, the shells from Yamagi reset the A cap, so OPG was almost done capping, and while there goes a whole minute's of progress.
Hmm.
Yeah, B and C are locked up, so it's gonna come down to... Will OPG get the A cap, or will Harakaze come back and stop that?
I mean, it's possible because the Hadakaze just stopped and now he's reversing into A cap from behind.
Yeah, but that Harakaze also has torpedo reload booster. He doesn't have smoke. If he gets too close, there's 3 ships that are just gonna destroy him.
Sure.
And he's spotted again. Oh, I think it was radared by the Chapayev. Let me see if he's in range. No, that was planes.
Just barely. And unfortunately, it looks like OPG here has just captured A. I wonder what...
So they get a slight, they're gonna get a slight advantage until any of their caps taken.
Indeed.
Both sides are just gonna lock down their destroyers. They're not gonna leave unless they get forced out. Oh, so it looks like SF has greater control of the skies right now.
Certainly.
Anamadi keeping a fighter squadron over both B and C cap, making sure OPG can't spot his destroyers. Although, in doing so, it does help us give a general sense of where the destroyer is, because it can keep him in the same quadrant.
Mm-hmm. Though, meanwhile here, SF is just trying to kind of get a cap despite OPG having A. Does seem like here both Bentons on C and B are refusing to not give up this cap.
You know what? I feel like OPG might get the advantage soon. They're currently focusing down SF's Amagi in the north. He's really low on health. If he goes down, that opens up the entire A flank to that 3-ship group to, you know, come around.
Certainly.
I mean, I see SF's redirecting their B forces north already. So they're getting ready for a decisive battle there. That's gonna weaken... Unfortunately, there's no way that they can get that Benson out of B right now. They don't have a cruiser providing support.
Unless somehow, or by coincidence of lucky chance, they probably spot him and have an opening to probably go and fend him off and rip. It looks like Archiles does go down. Good fire chance shot from Frat Star, and it does seem to kind of open up A flank, but it looks like that they sent Not Yet Dead and Pizza, Charles Martel, and North Carolina to come and be around B and A. Though it does seem like they are now engaging.
Deprived Pickle and the Chappie have just took a torp from the Harakaze. It was right on the belt, so it was kind of reducing damage, but that's still gonna force them back. Yeah, OPG looks to be turning around. They're not... They see all the ships coming towards them, even though they took out the Yamagi, they're not gonna... They got all these full health ships to engage, meanwhile they're not at full strength.
Certainly.
And yeah, Merrill's in the Harakaze is spotted by aircraft going into A. He's gonna try to stop that point bleed. Because right now, LPG's up by 200, but with no ship kills and no caps, that won't change.
Indeed. Especially how OPG has one kill in the lead.
Yeah, no. SF is gonna need to make up for that battleship somewhere, but they're also gonna need a cap, because just killing another battleship is not gonna give them the points they need.
But that does kind of halt the income points for OPG, since it looks like Hadakaze here has just stepped up his game and is trying to kind of hold off A.
It does hold off their points, but SF is still the team that needs to make a move. OPG is up by 200 points. Oh, damn. OPG is up by 200 points. They don't need to push, really. They just need to make sure SF doesn't get any other caps.
Certainly.
And it looks like they are pushing into C. Yeah, they're gonna get C cap soon. They got 2 ships in there, 3 ships in there. That's a 30-second cap.
Yeah.
Kwangdu coming in with his full health and Magi. Yeah, and SF's Kutuzov's not looking so well either. He was last spotted at 40% HP. Not good for this early in the game.
Oh wow. It looks like some torpedoes launched off at sea nearly hit Colonel Sanders. It seems like he just managed to barely dodge it just by a short little inch, and he's firing torpedoes into the smoke at sea. Looks like OPG has also just captured C, kind of giving them the point advantage again. With 2 caps and the middle cap, which is B, still being contested. We're not sure if SF might even come back. They certainly might, but what would they actually do?
I don't think they can. I don't think SF can afford to come back right now. They can't. Dedicating more forces there won't help them because then they just get pincered from both sides.
True.
I mean, the danger here is that OPG went with an AC split, which means neither side can reinforce the other without, you know, a 5-minute journey. But in doing so, it kind of also split SF's forces. Like, if I were them, I would withdraw their C force and push through B, because they seem to have momentum in the north. And on OPG's side, it looks like they're retreating their Magi. They don't want to risk losing that, because they don't need to. They have the point advantage. They're ticking up ever so slowly, which just makes it harder for SF to make their move. You know, they took the other initiative, and the other initiative, sometimes teams overstretch themselves, and it just kind of, they'll collapse towards the end, but right now it looks like OPG's looking pretty good on health.
Yeah, but from what I can see here from the little counter tally of both OPG and SF Potato King, I'm sorry. I'm so used to saying SF Potato King because I've seen that team for a while. I'm sorry, SF 3. It does seem like their health, some of their ships, like the Kutuzov and the North Carolina, are not healthy, and it looks like this North Carolina here from SF might go down.
Trying to get to cover, but if Frastar sets him on fire, I think that's it. And he's on fire.
Yeah, doesn't look good for him anyways. In other news, it looks like B was just capped, I think, but now OPG has also stepped onto B and it halts there, proceeding to the caps.
It looks like we might get a 1v1 destroyer duel in B.
Really?
As what, Rhino tries to push out Grey Baron, because it's a Benson outguns Harakaze, I think.
It kind of depends. It depends also what the Harakaze's whole build is. I guess
it also depends on, you know, who has the better accuracy, but in terms of the Benson is running survivability XP, so he has more HP. He has DF, so planes aren't going to be an issue for long. He just needs to push Harakaze back. It looks like they're engaging. Unfortunately, neither side has, you know, assistance from any surface ship. Or no, he's not trying. Is he? Yes, he is.
And it does seem like Harakaze and Benson are now engaging in direct destroyer contact. But it does seem like that the Benson is kind of pushing him away.
Yeah, he doesn't necessarily need to kill the Harakaze. He's just needs to make sure that they get the points from that cap.
And it seems like something just happened over here at sea. It looks like their Kutuzov for OPG has just lost some health. I think it was a Citadel, I'm not too sure, but it looks like Totten 534, their Kutuzov is going to go down. Great shot by a Magi too.
Oh yeah, the Magi is going on the hard flank. It doesn't look good for SF right now.
Yeah.
That Pink Assassin, he has full health, but that's not going to last long. Like, he's got torpedoes on his way already.
Their lines are just going to be stretched thin anyways, too. They're being pushed back from C.
Not yet dead is not yet dead, but he's about to be, because he's charging Derek's time.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if he's trying to do that.
It seems like their North Carolina is going to go and try and get the kill, but unfortunately it looks like Derek's light just
it looks like he's going to go for a drive-by, but he should probably change his decision to officially dead. Because he is.
Now it looks like here Benson is Rhino is trying to engage on Chapayev, but it looks like Chapayev I think might be re-angling his guns towards the Benson.
Plus,
and Amagi actually goes down from Charles Martel's torpedoes in a flooding.
Over north, yeah.
But unfortunately, we don't. I'm not sure that if SF might even come back from this still.
I question why Rhino is shooting right now because he can't win a gunfight with a cruiser. Like
anything can happen.
Maybe, but he's not going to detonate the Chapayev. That would. I don't think HE-shells can detonate cruisers.
Well, I mean, they still can deal some damage.
Oh yeah, they can definitely annoy him. Chapayev can't repair. What are they? SF can't follow up with anything.
Oh, and it looks like Charles Martel just got the Chapayev.
I was gonna say.
Lucky
if I
him.
had time to finish, I was gonna say SF can't follow up with anything, except if they get the Charles Martel in position, and then they did.
Yep.
Wait.
And it looks like Benson now is just focusing firing on Cody here in North Carolina. Cody has been set on fire 2 times, surprisingly, from just the Benson alone. Ooh,
People keep
this might be a tide of the turn.
Achilles.
With two ships dead from OPG and 3 from SF, and especially with the point lead for OPG in favor, who knows?
The thing is,
it might change.
I see SF taking ACAP soon because they have the advantage there. I mean, their health pool is kind of really bad.
Yeah, and it looks like Pink Assassin just went down.
I mean, SF still has all these destroyers that we cannot see. It's just, how do you stop the train? I don't think you do. Here you see Colonel Sanders in the Benson spotted by aircraft. Not much he can do there. He's got all these ships that kind of want him. B's not going to be contested for long once who's in the Benson. Rhino gets pushed out of smoke. Yeah, OPG, they lost their Chapayev, but they didn't need the radar anyway. Because nobody on SF side has really been stationary long enough. I mean, I guess in the C-cap earlier maybe, but...
But it does seem like now they're going to be capping A on OPG. Hadakaze, though, is kind of just leaning outside of A cap, and the Charles Martel too.
Well, he doesn't need to be in there. The Charles Martel is holding Kutuzov from capping right now.
And there goes.
And that Southern Force forces Rhino into the Kutuzov. That's not going to end well for him at all.
Certainly. Looks like he has no choice but to fire Kutuzov. And Kutuzov just takes a torpedo.
Oh no, the second one slipped right on me. I don't think they might get flat Frat Star. No.
Aww. But the question is, will Frat Star go down?
Yeah.
It looks like he's gonna go down from flooding.
Well, 3 ships to work with against 5. Not looking for SF. They don't have a health pool unless they can somehow miraculously kill Lord of Fates or something. But
indeed.
No battleships left. No tank. Charles Martel can't heal, so any damage he takes is just lost opportunities.
Yep, and it does look like he has taken a lot more damage.
Yeah, Charles Martel's greatest strength is that it's really fast moving forward, but right now he's
really sluggish.
Can't really make use of it.
And it looks like Anamati's just called for a client has frozen. Feels bad.
Well, maybe that's what he gets for being the embodiment of sky cancer. Should have brought more AA Bensons, anybody. No, but I don't think their carrier would have.
Yeah.
He doesn't have enough planes to make any significant strikes on OPG's forces.
Certainly.
The problem with everybody running AA builds is the carriers really get shafted.
Yeah, it looks like their Benton has been spotted by SF. I think. Unless that was just a random shot fired in. I can't tell.
It might have been random. I didn't see... I mean, we see the Charles Martel at pieces of pizzas, like, there's...
Okay, they definitely see the Benson, I believe.
I don't see anything.
Interesting.
He's not spotted.
Because Never Forgotten just like fired right
Yeah.
directly, like close by and next to them.
Neither is Anamari though. I imagine Anamari is the northeast, just running into a corner. Pieces of Pizza he's prolonging the inevitable. He will die. Well, actually, no. 1 minute left in the game. Yeah, he might actually, be fine.
Ooh, torpedoes going off.
Achilles,
Will they hit Never Forgotten? Looks like he's gonna try and torpedo this, but this is not gonna work well, and he goes down. Harakaze with the torpedo kill on the Kutuzov. It looks like he launched double.
The Harakaze over there, because the Harakaze was last spotted at A. Yeah, Magi's
Takes
gonna be 2 to my Magi
torpedo.
too. Oh, just one. They really need to fix the desync. It makes it looks like people are gonna get hit and then they don't.
Yeah.
No, they don't. With this, they don't have enough time to make up the point difference.
Certainly.
I think this first match goes to OPG. I mean, I've made the mistake of calling it early in the past, but like...
Yeah, it looks like OPG is gonna take this first for the first win for tonight. But it looks like Amagi here has just been set on fire, and he is just gonna repair it.
Note to all of our viewers, because this is the finals, we are not going to best of 3 as in the regular season. These are all played in best of 5. So as you'll see in the map screen in a second, we're playing on 5 maps. OPG after this will have to win 2 more games. SF can possibly come back.
So this is the finals.
These are the finals. We are after this, we're out of a job. Just in time for Thanksgiving. We can go home to our families. I can not delay going home by a day. It's like, oh, we need streamers? Well, I guess I can just go home on Sunday then.
Yeah, looks like it's game for OPG for the first one. Got. Is it still best of 3 or is it best of 5?
It's still best of. It's best of 5.
Oh.
It's just that means that either team needs to win 3 games. They want to take that for the series.
I see.
Okay, so OPG gets 1, and I will send this to you. Match 2 will be played on Neighbors.
Alright.
Now, what did you... I feel it's kind of strange how both sides went for AC splits there.
Certainly.
I mean, I guess they saw that B wasn't gonna go anywhere, but splitting up your force like that, like... It's not the best
idea.
I mean, if something bad happens, you can't reinforce to the other side. If you start losing ships, there's no coming back from that. I think this is the right place. No, you just end up, you get a cascade of everybody eventually starts losing.
True.
I need to send you this. You can just overwrite it over your current file, and OBS is fancy and automatically updates. Yeah, so for those of you just joining us, we have concluded match 1 of the Supremacy League Gold Finals between OPG and SFKG. I accidentally, that's the wrong one.
Alright, and here's the scoreboard so far. As shown on the screen. I forgot to enable that.
Oh,
Silly me.
Well, yeah, SF. I feel like they kind of were too hesitant to move in. They were on the receiving end. They didn't really take the initiative to do much. They did push A, but they kind of waited too long to push A because their ships were spotted. Their ships were closer to A by the time OPG started. They just didn't have the numbers. And then they had to pull B forces off of B to get to A, and they just funneled in without any... Because they didn't attack at the same time, they just got picked off one by one.
Yeah, I did notice that too. But it seemed like that their A flank just kind of fell short after a little while, so that could be a factor of seeing the turning point for OPG.
If SF had, instead of pushing their forces so close to A, the original ones, They should have, if they waited for backup, the North Carolina and the Charles Martel, that combined firepower might have been able to take out OPG's forces up there, because OPG was down to just the Kutuzov by the end.
I see.
If that's the case, then that would have given them the momentum to wrap around the other way, and OPG would have had to worry about the flank. But no, it's because they didn't have to do that. There's just OPG is able to go straight north from C with whatever they had left, picking up everybody on the way, and just roll over who's left. Do you have anything else you think the Kraken Trackers could have done differently that match?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
And the next room is up and ready. We will be bringing Eries.
Alright.
Neighbors is a smaller map, so I think people are gonna get into contact a lot. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, they actually do have people that need to go. Interesting. Okay, well, yeah, OPG is gonna, they're gonna try to roll this match as quickly as they can. It looks like they're gonna do some personnel shifting later, but that's, tough. Anyway, you just roll stuff. Yeah. This is one of those maps, B will probably be hotly contested again, but the C cap, I've never seen anybody stay in C too long, because there's not, it's so small that there's no way you can stay there without getting radar.
Certainly.
Like, if you don't grab C right away, you're not gonna, it's difficult to push that way. I've seen teams be a lot more successful pushing through A, because there's no good hiding spots in A. Like, there's a couple items you can use for cover, but other than that, it's all open ocean. So I usually see an A flank break first, and then that's the turning point for matches. And then B is always team sticking destroyers in a cove on either side of the airfield and just sitting there. Because if you push yourself up close enough to the rocks, you won't get shot from the other side.
Yep.
It limits your escape routes, but if your goal isn't to cap, but rather to prevent the enemy from capping, do you really care too much? No, it's one of those strategies that teams will use. If I can't have it, neither can you. And, well, it seems to work out alright, as we can see from the previous game. OPG's like, well, if I can't get B, you won't either. And we're waiting for SF, and SF has trapped in the room. It looks like they're bringing the same lineup as last time. Is that true for both sides?
We'll
it
see.
appears to be. I don't know. I kind of question why SF isn't going with bringing a Chapev.
Really? For
the extra firepower, because a cruiser provides greater DPS and range, and it can. Having a radar ship is kind of useful because of how small this map is. If you put yourself on the islands in the C archipelago, you can radar both B and C and get ships off of there.
I see.
Destroyers are nice in that they can cap stuff and they can torp things, but this map doesn't have really good torpedo lanes.
Yeah,
like, C
I do agree with
maybe,
you on that.
but people don't push through C. A is too open to effectively hit anybody. And with all the plane spotting, your torps are gonna get spotted anyway.
Yep. Well, we shall see.
I gotta make sure I turn off my map screen. People actually want to watch the game. So yeah. Current score 1 for OPG and 0 for SF.
Yep. SF is Shokaku, North Carolina, Magi, Charles Patel, Kutuzov, Benton, Hadakaze.
I think, yeah, same as
actually,
last time.
did they just change something out, or is that still the same? I don't recall seeing the Kutuzov.
Oh no, they had a Kutuzov, it just died really early.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
Oh hey, lovely. We have the same season 4 flags.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's take a look here at SF. Those
I don't
on
remember
Quad
what I
Street.
got. Oh yeah,
RPG.
I got the season 4 flag because I was on TWO's roster. No, I did play last season. Anyway, okay, yeah, it looks like OPG side, they're pulling a Kutuzov back early. They're Never Forgotten is not going directly into C. I think he's trying to, he's gonna sneak around the north so that he's not spotted by planes and then just surprise people on the sea flame. It is a valid strategy. I've seen OPG use it against us in Clan Wars, and like, we spend a while scratching our heads wondering where did they go, and then they show up on the other side of the map. And it's like, oh.
It's like, why?
Yeah, but it is a good strategy because it hides it. It's the naval equivalent of hiding your troop movements.
Yep.
I mean, with ships are massive. You can see them moving if they're close. Send them around the edge. It might take a little while longer, but nobody knows they're there. And on OPG side, we have Benson, Lord of Face, smoking up further. Kutuzov and Chapayev north of A. From this position, they can shoot into A and B. And they won't be detected.
Seems like, though, that B is being captured with Colonel Sanders and the Benson. And it looks like Gray Baron and the Hadakaze has just been spotted by fighters.
Yeah, he was gonna go contest that, but I think he doesn't care. I don't know, he's rather... They need to preserve their HP.
Yeah. Looks like their fighting forces now just decided to go call out for an all firing on the Sanders, because it looks like there's a shit ton of shells just going towards him.
Yeah, no, that's a Kutuzov and a Chapayev, and it looks like he didn't push himself far enough until the Kobe got hit, and he's now found the white cliffs of neighbors. And
well, I believe he did, because some of the shells are now just like kind of bouncing. Yep.
Yeah, no, see, if you see, look at the geometry of this island. Perfect safe spot. There's the same one
except for the north side.
Oh.
Because it looks like the Kutuzov and the Yamagi on OPG is now firing over.
Never Forgotten.
But that's just going to leave him exposed to the smoke cloud to his left.
You know, see, the thing about that island is it does protect you from, like, the most obvious points. It's just only people on the far fringes of the map can hit you, and at that range, accuracy is a luxury. Benson, Lord of Face, in C, we see Meryl's and the Harakaze, or in A, Meryl's and the Harakaze showing up. I think they're gonna spot each other soon by aircraft.
It looks like SF has just taken the first lead in capturing points on C. A little brawl fight's happening.
That's interesting, because we don't actually know what capped that.
C is on, C's the north one, and A is the south one.
Yeah, I think Rhino capped that.
Hadakaze and Benton here are kind of engaging in a little, fight. It does seem like he's gonna abandon A in favor until he's trying to survive.
Actually, yeah, no, he's done. I was gonna say, there might be a spot for him to hide from fire, but if he tries to hide, Meryl's is just gonna come in and stop the cap anyway. There's no real point in taking more fire than necessary. Yeah, so OPG's conservative with their forces. SF has definitely taken the initiative here. They're getting C. B is stopped only by the Harakaze, but with all these ships moving west from the C point, SF is going to be able to knock out the Harakaze soon.
True. We'll see.
And it looks like OPG has reconsolidated their forces. They're gonna try to break through A right now. They got two battleships, 2 cruisers. Not much can stop them.
Indeed.
The Harakaze is spotted by planes. Yeah, no, the SF doesn't have the forces to stop a push that big.
Looks like here there's 2 Bensons and a Kutuzov trying to go and fight off on Gray Baron here on B. Well, looks like B might be captured in just shortly in favor of SF. Though it does now their Benson Lord of Face has just come in and joined the brawl.
Lord of Face is trying to help, but knocking out Gray Baron this early would really hurt OPG. They only brought 2 destroyers. Which does, now one of the other trade-offs I didn't mention about just bringing 2 destroyers, you get the extra firepower from a cruiser, but if you lose a destroyer, you don't have any you don't have backups for capping. So if you don't cap early, which OPG hasn't, they basically just get steamroll with their reinforced. But Lord of Face is now coming into fire himself. He's gonna start taking some serious damage from SF's forces. Arcos, the Great Baron might get away. No.
Wow, Rhino just like torpedo beat into the living room.
Is this match gonna be decided by destroyer duels?
Who knows?
Like, both of OPG's destroyers are about to go down.
Yep, Lord of Face is the first one to go down.
They just lost both.
Hadakaze has just lost detection, so they don't know where he is, but they're trying to kind of blind shoot him.
They're about to.
And it looks like they just spotted him, and Hadakaze goes in and kills the other Hadakaze. But it looks like, unfortunately, though, that Rhino here is gonna go down from the Amagi.
Rhino went down, but SF still has 2 destroyers, so they're not really. They're hurting by 1 ship, but they still have. They still have reserves.
Indeed.
They can maintain their capping presence. It looks like SF is taking the advantage this time. They're up by 250 points. OPG has yet to cap A. Amagi is going to take a heavy broadside from the North Carolina, but the range is so long where...
True.
And Fast Star for life in the Kutuzov. He's down to quarter health.
Oh, and those shells directed towards the Amagi just barely missed him. Ooh. It looks like fires has been started on Frat Star and Guang.
Fires everywhere. It's not... Is his smoke out, or was he just forced out of his own...
He pushed out of the smoke.
They're retreating. Because if they do manage to cap A, which is hard by being, when you're getting shot at like this, they can't follow, because they just split their force. North Carolina and Tapia were pushing A, but they're now moving into B. And we got Kutuzov and Amagi's moving into C. So whatever happens, SF is dug in south of B and C, but they need to focus fire on OPG's advancing forces, or they're just gonna get pincered in the middle. As we can see, Not Yet Dead is already getting caught by 2 battleships. He's kind of in the open. He's showing broadside to the Amagi. Luckily, the items are... But... other than that, there's a... It's gonna take some work for SF to stop OPG from taking one of those caps. And with 12 minutes left, a whole lot can change. OPG now gets A, Fast Star for Life, and Kwangdu retreating from A cap. They got it. They don't see the need to defend.
Certainly.
Well, I guess they're gonna stay behind for a while because we don't know where the Hark is. Like, if Harkaze peeks into A, there's no way for them to find him other than air spotting. And pieces of pizza in the Charles Martel. One of the French boat's bonuses is his high speed, but it doesn't look like he's making use of that. He doesn't need to make use of that. He just needs enough speed to keep up with OPG's retreat.
Oh, and looks like Cody here is going to take 1 torpedo. He takes another torpedo, drops his health down to 21,000, and he, I think, damn-conned it.
Not Yet Dead, trying to get all 3 guns off on the North Carolina and get to smoke. Benson smoking up the NC. SF's 2 Amagis are in range to take out that North Carolina. If they all focus fire, we got Achilles and Darklore.
Indeed. But it seems like your Kutuzov Frat Star is kind of just shooting a little bit farther, hopefully trying to get this North Carolina. And he just got lit on fire.
Cody is angling against those battleships so he doesn't take heavy damage, but they're firing HE because they don't... The thing about HE, what I say about fire damage is fire damage isn't real damage unless you can't disengage. And right now, Cody can't disengage. So if those 3 battleships just keep lining him up, he's gonna go down. Wouldn't even take more than a couple stabs.
But it does seem like here that the NC, not yet dead, just kind of gave himself a little bit broadsided to Derek Slide and the other guys here at C. But it does seem like Cody might go down eventually.
He is broadside, but he's also... There's that big island. The Yamagi can't actually shoot. And he's trying to use smoke. Trying not to get smoke detection.
Well, he did just repair all those fires. There's gonna be another broad...
Yeah, no, he's gonna get some fire again anyway, and if he does, SF can pretty much ignore him. Oh, yeah, Cody and Deprived Pickle is actually about to cap B, because while all of SF's forces are engaged with Cody, Deprived Pickle is able to move to a cove.
True.
So I don't
and it looks like he just got set fire again, and he's gonna go... Oh, and he just repairs it again. Oh, no, wait.
Meryl's in the Harakaze is pushing A right now.
Oh! And there goes Arkyles with the kill on North Carolina.
Meryl's in the Harakaze is moving behind an island to stop the incoming fire from Kutuzov. SF is trying to stop OPG's point in A. OPG has all 3 points now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, SF had an early advantage. They're not doing so well on focusing targets down.
Indeed.
They're not handling their HP.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Kwangdu reversing to try to get him, but Harakaze is saved by the island.
Yeah, and those shells nearly hit him too. We might see Juan's gonna take some torpedoes, but he might die.
No, he's dead.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no way. Oh, man. Oh.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Barely lives.
No! Oh, that's
barely.
Let's see if Charles Martel can follow up or anything. No.
No, unfortunately.
Wow.
But our Charles is
saved by a little bit of duct tape. So he doesn't go down. That lets him bring fire onto SF's remaining battleships. Mind you, not effective fire, but oh, never forgotten that the Kutuzov goes down on OPG's side. 3 battleships against. That means that if they keep moving east, SF can eventually kill Derek Slide and get CCAT back. Unless they manage to finish off Kwangdu, but Kwangdu's so far away that's not happening. And
theoretically, though, it might be possible for them to kill Kwang, but I don't think with how the Harakaze and the Charles Martel are, they'll just probably, I guess, keep him at bay and spot him for now.
No, they don't have. SF doesn't have a ship in range of Kwangdu.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, oh, and Amagi just takes a huge damage chunk. Arkyles. But it looks like he is going to go down in just a bit. 3 fires, and he just repairs it. But Chapayev, though, he's kind of angled behind. Ah, and there goes Meryl's in the Hadakaze.
No. Oh, damn. Yeah, no, Achilles is gonna go down here, and we see,
Ooh.
Was that Colonel Sanders? Looked like he was gonna contest C now that, you know.
Seems like here someone is shooting. Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, this is OPG's comeback. They're just picking off ships one by one. Kwangdu is retreating because India's got another repair.
Certainly.
That's a lost opportunity. Piece of Pizza fell back too far behind the island, and that's a lost opportunity to take out a very important asset. And Charles Martel is turning away from the Kutuzov. If he pushed in, he could probably take him out.
He's probably turning in right now.
He has an HP advantage. Well, if he does, there's a heavy broadside from Amagi coming in.
Oh, and they just overshoot him.
Yeah, Colonel Sanders now capping C. He's trying to keep an island between him. Nope, he's about to slip out in front of Deprived Pickle. Deprived Pickle turning his turn, getting ready with the radar. And there it is. No, it looks like
the island saves him.
Colonel Sanders turned right soon enough. He's protected by C. Wasn't a radar after all.
But that does kind of keep an opening, but it looks like Chapayev is going to be a little bit ballsy and accelerate a little bit forward.
Try to fall. That's not good then, because Not Yet Dead is right there. If the North Carolina has guns ready, bye-bye Chapayev. No, what's he...
No, his guns are focused on someone else. Surprisingly.
Yeah, he's getting ready to hit Frat Star for life. And he's going to start to stop B from the points for B. There you have it.
Looks like he is going to take some predictive firing. But we're not sure if they're going to... they overshoot.
Don't, but Frat Star is forced to move. Oh, nope. There we go.
Man.
There goes the Kutuzov. Oh, man. OPG had a bit of a comeback, but I think it's...
It does seem like, though, they Not Yet Dead is going to probably try and target Kwang. But we're not too sure yet because his turrets are kind of a little bit acting out. But it does seem like he is going to go and try and get that shot off. Meanwhile, here, Chapayev is now back on C, or he's going to go and try and contest C.
Colonel Sanders beaches trying to escape from Deprived Pickle. I don't think yeah, Chapayev doesn't have a radar, and Benson just moved up next to it.
But he is firing, so that kind of gives him like an obvious.
Derek slide found Animati. He might, if they kill the carrier, that closes the gap in points by 150, and right now OPG is down by 330. Yeah, there's Benson's last set of torpedoes headed towards Chapayev. They're gonna miss though. Benson was radar and he was behind that. SF's Kutuzov might go down here. But
no, Magi just gets shut down.
Not yet dead, is about to go down.
Oh! What vengeance.
And if OPG gets the Kutuzov,
they'll have an open shot on Shokaku.
Can they close a 300-point gap in 4 minutes?
Yeah, it might be theirs again.
It might be.
Oh!
There goes the Kutuzov, gap is closing.
This takes out the...
SF's Benson is getting the B cap, but Deprived Pickle's getting the C cap. I mean, A is solidly in SF's control. It's just a matter of, can Coldness get B? Make sure
I know, this Colonel might actually have the chance.
I mean, he pops his DF to get his fighters off of him.
But let's see here what Derek is thinking of doing.
Yeah,
it does look like, though, he is going to go and try and probably target either the Charles Martel, the Amagi, or the Shokaku.
The thing is, OPG only has 2 surface ships left. They can't focus fire right now. And that's one of their greatest strengths, is the ability to focus the same target. And they're too far away to do that. Like, they're 1v1 engagements at best. Colonel Sanders in the Benson gets B. He's still spotted by radar, and now he's gone. Deprived Pickle moves up to try to get him, but without the radar, he's not going to have a chance of catching the Benson. Puts out the fire set from the Charles Martel. Derek Slide loses sight of the Shokaku. Shokaku is faster. Wait.
Yep.
Anumati beached. Oh my god.
Feels bad, man.
Oh my god. Now he is angled enough for, I don't think Derek Slide can get a good AP saddle in, but if he gets AG off, that's gonna nick off a good deal of HP.
Oh yeah. But it looks like he's just kind of concentrated on
Derek Slide went for Charles Martel. The CV is right in front of him. He went for the Martel.
He probably kind of figured, we'll take out one crucial, piece of shit.
Well,
but
no, the thing is, taking out the
Shokaku
carrier
also does, seem a crucial point.
Well,
and Chapayev takes damage from Yamagi. He's now going to take 6 shells from Charles Martel.
Oh,
and he's lit on fire, but repairs it.
Charles Martel has enough HP.
But it does seem like, though, that his intention of Derek's is to get his secondaries onto Shokaku.
That's not going to be enough. They only have a minute left.
True.
I mean, killing a cruiser's nice, but that's only closes the point gap by 100. The carrier's 150, and they need all they can get right now. Chappier's going down.
And it does seem like that those secondary shells are AP. Some of them, though, but...
Oh no, Amagi is almost entirely AP secondaries, except for the 127s mounted on the top deck.
And it looks like Chapayev is gonna go down, and he just gets wiped.
Yeah, no, the Amagi might be able to take out pieces of pizza right now, but they can't recover.
Certainly. And he just lives barely. Oh man.
I mean, OPG... That, to be fair, OPG also abused that for their Magi earlier, so I guess SF's just making use of their luck too. Derek Slide now with last 25 seconds remaining. Can he take out the Shokaku? No. Match 2
is in SF.
Does it go to the Kraken Jackers? What does a Kraken Jacker even mean? Who knows? All I know is it means the team that has 1 point. They're now all tied up, following the conclusion of match 2. Usually for my post-match analysis, I'm just like, what could each team have done better? But, like, they did what they could.
Well, another news, since I guess we still have time. What do you think of the new U.S. cruiser split line?
I think we've expected it for a while, and it's nice that they're adding more stuff to the game. But like, Japanese cruisers win. Americans, what do we get? Oh, here's more utilities. Here's more stuff. The Japanese haven't gotten anything since the Hydro rework.
Yep.
I would just like to see cruisers like... No, you know what I want to see?
What would you like to see?
If they branched off the Japanese cruiser line in like the mid tiers, where Japan had a lot of experimental light cruisers.
Oh yeah, certainly.
Every other nation has light cruisers up till tier 6. Yeah, right, because you got, I mean, the Russian line is almost entirely light cruisers. The German line is, you got York at tier 7, tier 6 is the, Nuremberg, that's also a light cruiser. Japanese get, like, heavy cruisers starting at tier 5. And there's like, no parity of the DPS spam, but no. American cruisers, I think, are going to be interesting. I think balancing them is going to be a big deal.
Yep. I do.
How do you give them a new role in what we have without screwing up the current balance? And the answer is
there is some speculation that the tier 10 new I think it's light cruiser, correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. The Warcaster. It feels like similar to the Minotaur. And there's a YouTuber by the name of Sharon Rose Motorrad. I hope Motara. I can't pronounce that last part, but Sharon kind of speculates that it might be another Minotaur Daka.
Oh, please no.
We're not too sure yet, though, but we'll see.
Yeah, we're in match 3. Loop. Next map is Loop.
Alright.
That's going to... Yeah, let me get you this. Yeah, no, OPG came back. I think their mistake was not getting the early C cap.
Yeah,
right?
I agree on that too.
And not getting... Because they only had 2 destroyers, and they lost both of their destroyers very quickly. Oh, helicopter's coming. Okay. Hey, Copter.
Hey guys.
Hey there, Copter.
No reparations tonight, I imagine?
Just 1 or 2, nothing too crazy.
Okay, well that's better than the week of hell.
Oh yeah.
That's
I haven't been like refereeing for a while because like last minute stuff has appeared up, so I'm sorry for that.
Oh no. I actually, most of the time what I do is I've had days where last minute stuff comes up, but I'll pop up Discord on my phone and then just like referee from there.
Just
so
type
yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, with both sides at 1-1, we will definitely go to a game 5. I think that's how this works. Yes.
Yeah.
Next map is Loop, known for its infinity symbol in the middle. I didn't notice that until San Francisco Post pointed it out to me week 1 or week 2. Like,
I just noticed it just now, like right when you mentioned it. I was like, oh yeah, that does look like an infinite loop.
It's an infinity. Yeah. No, but so both teams are going for their second win of the night. And anything goes. OPG is definitely going to need to make the counter push a bit earlier this time. I think both teams are seeing that whoever takes the initiative usually ends up in the stronger position, because you're the guys. It's better to be proactive than to be reactive. Now, there is always the risk of being proactive and pushing into a trap of like 5 ships just all around you crossing the T, in a sense, and then you can't do much there. But sometimes there's nothing else, and you've killed everybody on the flank, and you just go straight down the middle.
Yep.
We'll have to see. Anyway, the game is up. Please join. OPG versus TSF.
Erie?
Yes.
Alright.
Yep, everybody's dropping in.
Roger.
Why are you why is Helicopter here?
You should ask him.
Just... You're a general referee observer.
Thing is,
Probably he's bored.
I mean, I'd like to have you, man. It throws off the point values.
No, they'll put the a bot on the other side.
Yeah, I guess that is fine.
Oh yeah, you got the update on the scoreboard?
Yes, I gave it to you.
I didn't receive it.
Oh, no, right. No, I gave it to Helicopter because Helicopter's got a first...
Oh god.
You gave it to the wrong person.
Okay, if I get to this is the list of people who messaged me. I'm in like 20 Discords now. I don't.
No problem.
It's fine. Well, anyway, let's see. Do they bring the same lineup? Gotta not stumble over my words. And it looks like OPG's running a different carrier this time. Oh, are you telling them to do bot stuff or something?
Oh.
Helicopter, because they wouldn't know otherwise. Wait.
Oh, so there's gonna be a fourth spectator?
Yeah, Helicopter's observing from SF's side, and there we go. Oh, damn it,
Okay.
moved. We need a new training room, Wargaming, please. We need to do a lot of things.
We actually need
20
a
minutes.
supported tournament, like Supremacy League.
I mean, at least we have tournament mode.
True.
Wait.
Ah. Put me on OPG.
Okay, we're good to go.
Alright.
I think this is good. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and Helicopter Rescue, thanks for the sub. That reminds me, I need to add sub emotes. I have Smug Arena somewhere, I just haven't had time to edit it.
Actually, that would be an awesome sub emote, honestly.
I just try to keep the chat window open best I can, and okay. And away we go. Slight lineup changes, but both teams running their A squad. A slight reprieve for everybody trying to grind up through Clan Wars right now, as they don't have to get knocked down by OPG or SF. The amount of times my clan tried to get into Typhoon got stuck because we faced Typhoon clans while getting out of like Gale or something.
Ah.
Yeah, and let's see. Yeah, OPG doesn't change their lineup.
Yep.
SF
Same
also
thing
bringing
here with
Destroyers.
SF. Their lineups are still the same.
Which is, we'll have to see if they, on OPG's end, they need to make sure they don't lose both of their destroyers in the span of 20 seconds. That wasn't... It was not a good trade. They don't have the backups for it.
Ow.
Fury, you're gonna take a while. Oh, hey, wait, no, don't. No, rip when Madras tried streaming, and then the bot killed him.
The bot just decided hi and no.
Tier 1's at that range.
Oh
Anyway, OPG this time, if they don't use their destroyers to get the early cap advantage, that puts them at a disadvantage because they don't have as many. If they lose one, this map is much bigger. I think this is a 48-kilometer map. Yeah, so the travel time to either end is going to be way longer.
Mm-hmm.
And then B always ends up a mess. We can assume... No, it looks like they're not sending a Chapayev. Most teams send a Chapayev to this cove in Echo 5, but it looks like OPG sending the Kutuzov there instead. The Chapayev is going A? It's kind of
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's Rat Star though, so
it is interesting. I guess Fat Star just doesn't want to die in the first 5 minutes. Oh wait, shoot, maps here. I have half mind to install a third monitor because of this, because I can actually see everything, but desk space is at a luxury.
I'm stuck with one monitor though, so it's like people. It's like there are some people that suggest me, hey, you should come and communicate and talk more with the stream chat. But then I was like, I am stuck with one monitor.
Right? And it looks like SF getting that early cap advantage. They're going for B right away, which it's always hard to get because it's in the middle of everything. But if you get it, like anybody else trying to take it from you, it just gets shot.
Yep. It looks like though, Colonel Sanders and who is this? TCN is gonna go and try and cap A.
Yeah,
so Hadakaze is just kind of camping around C and seeing if there's any potential targets to take out. Or
OPG going for the BC or AC split. They're focusing their guns on A cap. Rhino Mark II is probably going to cap right now. I don't think they need shell can come in, right? Yeah, no, that just a glancing blow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It does look like here that Benson from OPG has just stepped onto A. Lord of Face.
He is spotted towards Grey Baron. So both sides are an A, or is it just Lord of Face an A? Both sides are stopping A. The difference being we don't see anything on the SF side, and they see Lord of Face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Animane taking control of the west side of the map, while A432 RAR takes control of the east side. Grey Baron about to be spotted by dive bombers. I don't think it's going to be fast enough for SF to reset. I think he's going to get that cap. Wait. Never mind. Oh, that's gotta suck. He needed one more second to cap, and it just knocked off all of his progress. 1 minute of battle time wasted because 1 minute caps. You know what would be interesting? If we had the opportunity to play on the Clan Wars cap circles cap in 40 seconds instead of 60, what would SL look like if caps were faster? I don't know. Unfortunately, we can't look at that. Let's see. A cap is stopped. The C cap is going to OPG again. And Harkaze is coming back to get Grey Baron, and it's not. Wait. Is he gonna miss this time? Nope, he reset
Interesting
again.
though, here on A, there's like a little Mexican standoff between both Bensons, sitting on the opposite side of the island.
Neither side can get the other without, like... They're in torp range. I think... Are they in proxy spotting range? Yeah, they are.
They are.
2 kilometer proxy spotting range. They can just see each other. Yeah, no, Grey Baron is just... He's trying to get C. He's trying so hard to get C, and he just... SF won't let him. I mean, he's
just
not even taking it down. It's
denial.
just the shells splashing around him.
Does seem like they might make a move.
Well, what move can... SF doesn't... SF has a cap advantage. They have 100 points, which isn't significant, but it is enough this early. It forces OPG to move in. Now, technically, that could be seen as OPG being proactive, but what it does is it means that OPG is pushing in blind. By not knowing what is there to fight them, SF can just position themselves around islands and just pick off whoever moves up. Now, there's the chance that if OPG does it right, they can blitz right on through. If not, it's off. Rhino and Benson. Yeah, Rhino and Benson is spotted. Harakaze doesn't want to engage because he actually wants to get the cap for once. He's already wasted 2 minutes trying to get it. Doesn't want to lose another minute. Yeah, he's just gonna sit on the very edge. Wait, he's just slipping out? Yeah, it got reset anyway. Oh, that's got blow. You have one job, and you get so close to finishing. You just right on the edge right there. Just almost got the cap, and no, you know, doesn't happen.
Yep. Give me a moment.
Lord Face staring off. Lord Face not doing so well. He doesn't have survivability expert, and he's already down to 2/3 HP. Oh, SF is making a move. Pieces of Pizza is moving on the hard flank. He will soon get a firing angle on Lord of Face. They're counting off Never Forgotten, who has tried to do the same on the other side to get angles on Colonel Sanders, but SF moved up much further.
Yep. Piece of Pizza has just gotten a fire here on Never Forgotten. And a Monkey from Art Charles is gonna go try and shoot him.
And 2 changes that have affected SL gameplay during the season. The change to how smoke works made people stay in there and fire indefinitely. And the change to cruiser fire timers. You set a cruiser on fire, it probably won't hurt so much, or as much as it used to. Because I mean, if I look at my old SL builds, it's like, here's BOS so those fires last less, or here's the fire prevention mod. And like, if you don't want to spend balloons or commander XP to respec it once those cruiser changes come out, it's what, 16-second fires? It doesn't hurt you that much.
Ooh.
They're excited about staying forward. Yeah, no, OPG. That Amagi is exposed.
Yep. I did notice though they actually added some nice dive, like those dive bomb effects.
Oh, wait till they do the rear for Lexington. Give it some AP bombers.
I've heard of that, especially with Midway.
It might actually make oh yeah, the CV changes, which well deserved CV changes. And I still feel like it's a problem with AA power creep, but like Lexington might be viable because AP bombers.
Yep.
Who
was the tier 9 American CV again? I always forget what that
Essex.
one was. Huh?
Yeah, Essex.
Oh yeah.
Our team is taking the lead.
Yeah, OPG losing a battleship as their first ship. Meanwhile, SF's looking pretty good on HP. I mean, not yet dead. Living up to his name. He took some damage and then just didn't die. OPG is moving into B though. North Carolina pretending to be the one with all the cap points while it's really Grey Baron and the Harakaze. Grey Baron might finally cap a circle. He spent 3 minutes trying to cap C and it just didn't work, so he's like, let's just get B instead.
And yep.
There you go. Congrats for that guy, finally.
No, it does though it does seem like that SF is at kind of pretty much almost a 250 cap point lead. I think 250, but
Lord facing the Benson smokes up because he's on half health and spotted by planes, or he was. Yeah, Colonel Sanders, he's not done much, but just by sitting in A, he's denied OPG the cap. Like, 10 minutes, or 9 minutes in the A cap, that's, you know, you put your ship in A, you go get yourself a nice brew of tea, maybe some, cook yourself some mac and cheese or something and come back, you know, that your job is still being accomplished. OPG is making their move though, they might be able to put Not Yet Dead, but there's this big flank on the east, and Magi with the Benson and Harakaze, that's just gonna harass their forces at sea. Colonel Sanders, wait, no, OPG is making the move on the A flank. Yeah, the Charles Martello and Magi are forced to retreat. Who's that? Colonel Sanders is getting flanked by Deprived Pickle and the Amagi. He's gonna have to leave A soon, and OPG can move up. Or either that or deprive him of his torp. Like, he has 0 torp spotting right now. Oh. Never mind. Colonel Sanders gets hit hard. He's radared by the Chapayev. Broadside from Magi knocks out 6,000 HP. He's still getting hit by secondaries. Colonel Sanders has nowhere to run. Because of this, SF sees their comrade in danger. Charles Martel and Kutuzov set up to try to take out Deprived Pickle. But no. That Amagi's got his eyes on one target, and that's the Benson.
Sorry, Quad. Something just popped up really quickly. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Helicopter, are you still here?
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay, well since Fury's gone, tell me what's going on SF's side.
It's very interesting. We have, it seems like the Amagi and the Benson are pushing in. So Amagi's pushing into C, Benson is pushing into B. Oh my
God. Yep.
No torp spotting?
Yeah, he had none. They had one fighter, and they had one fighter in a squadron, and he was forced to push back. Yeah, Colonel Sanders is he's gonna die, but he did what he needed to do.
Oh my, people are just making some desperate moves.
Yeah, no, Lord of Faith pushed him out, but TCN and Kutuzov might take out Lord of Faith. That OPG oh my.
Exactly, just that push, it's a domino effect right now, because Amagi pushed in, but the Amagi couldn't do the job fully.
Fratstar and the Kutuzov was also flanking, but he got caught out by Achilles in front of him.
I know.
Just needs to get some nice bow pens.
Oh, damn.
No,
we go. Okay, Harakaze. We see the Harakaze now. He just popped up.
But that doesn't... OPG is down. All 3 ships are, like, scattered. Swagger is being chased dark. Oh, no. OPG had a really strong showing in game 1, and they're just not... They just lost their initiative. They're not getting the caps, they're not getting the early caps. They're splitting their forces between opposite ends of the map. Swagger's about to go down to Darklore, I think. Yeah, he's shooting. He's out. I don't believe it, but they might actually get zeroed out.
Apologies for that. I'm back, taking care of something.
You know, all the stuff happened as you were gone. Like OPG made a push. They waited too long because SF was ready for them, and they just did a torpedo battleship surprise.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So, like, did they just kind of overpush or overextend, or they just got overrun?
It wasn't that they I don't think it was that they overextended. I think it was that they made the push they needed to way too late. Like, it was clear they needed to push on that side, and SF just moved all their ships into position. Just picked them off. That plus they pushed their Magi up without any air spotting, so like, yeah.
Yeah.
Match 3 goes to Special Forces Crack Injectors. Oh, I did miscount. Yeah, if SF wins Game 4, then they win the series. OPG needs to win the next 2 games if they want to retake or claim the title of #1 Team NA, winner of the Gold Division of Supremacy League. North America is premier competitive organization. Now, let me look at the SL website, if what I believe is true. Season 4. Past champion. Yeah, SFKJ won gold last season, and if they do it again, they're fighting for their title. Do you want to know the worst part too? Fury? Hello? Oh, that's unfortunate.
Hello?
Hi, Helicopter. Yeah, no, match 4 is played. For OPG to come back, this is the worst possible map for them to try to come back. because it's ocean. And like, how does one do map insight on an ocean? Where can teams go? Anywhere, because there's no islands to hide behind. All the cap circles are open. There's nowhere to hide. There's nowhere to hide but your own smoke.
Yep.
This map is like, that comes down to this. Hold on, I need to find. Oh yeah, I need to interfere with the new screen.
Alright.
Here. This is yours. And this is mine. Yeah, I mean, the two destroyer strat just doesn't seem to be working out for OPG that well.
Yep.
Like, they get the firepower, they just can't make use of the firepower. But on a map like this, I could see them needing to use 3 destroyers to contest all 3 caps.
Well, it does
They're not
look
gonna-
like here just from a preview, the next map here is ocean.
Yeah, it's the worst possible map to have. This is the game point. We're having the game point on ocean of all the maps. I don't know. Yeah. So, we will see. Yeah, I've never seen a team lose that badly though. Like, OPG is... They're so much stronger than this. They just need to make their push. They need to time their push at the earliest possible moment. They just need to take it. But yeah, anyway. Having all this having the Kutuzovs kind of makes sense because Ocean does rely a lot on hiding in smoke. Because the only cover is the cover you make for yourself. But at the same time, Chapayev is not going to be so useful because it can't hide. And both light cruisers are liable to be sniped from across the map. Because they have nothing to cover their broadsides from. In fact, Chapayev and Kutuzov can both get citadeled from the front very easily. We've seen OPG do it to APOC in past weeks of the regular season, and the map is up. Somebody meant to bring Martel and they accidentally brought their Henry. I mean, that's the way to win the game, although even then, with all the focus fire, it's not gonna help you.
Yep.
You know, OPG's brought their lineup, let's see, is it 1, 2... No, it's that they're doing the same thing.
Alright, give me a moment. Are we still doing the cruisers? I mean the Ares?
Yeah, we're doing Ares for the rest. Helicopter, they've asked that you don't join.
I didn't. No, I'm not joining.
Okay. I'll let them know. If I can... Actually, damn it, in-game chat, why do you have to...
I just wanted to...
Just wanted to have a look.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey... You wanna change this guy's name?
Um...
I don't even know if we can. I think only admins can.
Yeah, only the admins can.
Ooh.
Ew. Ew, what?
Just kind of off topic. There's this. Oh, that sucks.
What?
I guess in you know Arlios, right? And then how he
Yeah.
I guess in part of his Discord there's
the
a
guy who streams and video edits and sounds like me but isn't me. Yeah.
the more weeb version. I'm kidding
Oh.
about that, but
Oh,
I'm kidding
seen
about that, but it
my
looks like
Discord.
that some of his since I'm talking with like some of the people there about the Conclave event, I guess this Chinese guy sunk his Chitose on E3 Phase 1 pre-boss.
Why? Who thinks to know?
And used
I do have-
SCF. But for some reason, KC3 Kai displayed his Chitose as being in the fleet. When he entered the boss, Chitose wasn't treated and it got sunk.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the
that
KC3
sucks.
Kai is. Yeah, no, you don't. Oh man.
Oh,
You're
that
waiting for
sucks. I kind of feel bad, but
Yeah, for those of you who go to Shiny Pancol, which is like a whole two of you, I imagine. Anyway, we're waiting for oh, there they are. SF3 is here. Oh my. Oh my god.
Oh,
I didn't think
boy.
they were gonna do it, but wow.
wait a minute.
Wow. Well, that is legal, but like that's a hell of a lineup. I can't tell if they're trying to cheese OPG or if they're I mean it would work because, you know.
Oh my
Kiting.
goodness.
This map is all about range and stuff.
It says Lord still in here, but it's just like
Yeah,
not
he
displayed.
he DC'd, it's fine. They have
Oh.
how long do they have? They have a couple minutes left. The professional noob. I think I know that guy. I know he's an SF.
Mm.
Here we go. Fourth match point. The lineup. Would you like to go over SF's lineup? Would you like to try to justify SF's lineup, actually? Fury?
Sorry, can you repeat that one more time?
Or do you want to go over SF's lineup?
Oh yeah, sure. So since it's a little bit clusterfucky right now, but I'll try to read it. So we have here a Charles Martel run by TCN, Dark and Amagi, Meryl and Benson, Rhino and Benson, Archiles and Amagi, Pieces in Charles Martel, Animari and Shokaku, the
Yeah.
PR Pro something 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 in Amagi, and Mac and Benson.
Yeah, 3 Bensons, 3 Amagi, and 2 Martels.
Oh my goodness.
They're not going for Kudazovs or Trapeas or any of those weak light cruisers. No, they're going full. We're getting I imagine a Benson for each of the Amagis for smoke, and the Charles Martels are just going to be running circles around at max range because why not? And oh yeah, where's Bumku? Helicopter. Helicopter? Are you there? Are you there? I don't. You're miking up, but I don't hear anything.
Oh?
Yeah. Can I? Do you have access to the lineups on the dashboard? You went silent again. Okay, now we're just waiting for OPG's guys. Yeah, they're bringing the right ships. No, yeah, who dropped? Lord of Face. Internet problems. You know what? Are they? Yeah, they're... There he is. He's back now, and an ensign. 3 premiums, 3 ships, 3, 2, 1, 2, yep, ready. And away we go. Once the game loads... I've never seen SF's lineup before. OPG's lineup makes sense to me, but SF's lineup, that's a new one on Ocean. I'm interested in seeing how well it works. Closing maps and... let's see. Had some interesting team chat stuff, of which shall not be repeated, but,
Action stations.
Wow. Start a fire first thing.
that's a good RNG. Oh wow, damn it. No.
Oh wait. Ah, sucks that you can't, that the ships still don't split if you ram them.
Yeah.
It used to be a fun
weird.
thing.
Okay. So, it looks like OPG is sending most of their forces to A and B. They actually might be focusing them for once.
Huh. Interesting though.
And
Looks like
max
SF
speed,
here.
They need to get this caps in. Yeah, SF.
SF is going for all 3 of them.
They do. They have the forces. What are they sending? A Benson and a Magi to eat?
So
like,
all
here's
3
the
Bensons are
thing.
going to A, B, and C. Both Martells are going to A and C. All 3 Amagis are going A, B, and C.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. When you split like that, this map is so open. You just need to full speed at the cap, and once you see you encounter resistance, you fall back on your 2 most likely caps. It's just OJ Mac is spotted and just gets lit up by battleships. We see the forces going to A. Oh man. I hope he doesn't need it. Yeah. Hope he wore his yellow pants today, cause wow, those shells were really close to hitting him. B cap looks like SF is starting to cap that early. We don't see their destroyer because he's being held off by.
They're calling for focus fire on the
fighters.
Chapayev, who's out there in the open, because this is Ocean.
The Chapayev, deprived pickle. It's really far away though. I don't see that happening. Never Forgotten is in a smoke cloud laid by Laura Face. Looks like the Chapayev is gonna follow. They're getting their cruisers as close to the cap as they can, so that he can help. They can help, but like. Kutuzov already losing 10,000 HP. That's 8 health he can never get back. Oh, right, and they pull up the chat. Oh, hey, fam. And yeah, SF also getting C cap. Just OPG sending their destroyer to A, but they're not getting it either. I mean, Lord of Face needs to contest, but they don't have air superiority. Yeah, OPG trying to suicide spot with the torpedo bombers to get on the B Benson at B, but Grey Baron is stopping the cap, but he's spotted by planes.
Ooh, Benson misses those torpedoes. Just short.
Oh, yeah, he's smoked up though. No, he's forced out of A, so that's good for OPG, but like... Hold on. Did the one in the north get dropped? Yeah, those... Benson on C-Cap didn't pop his DF. He got torped out of the cap. Oh, they don't have it because... SF didn't have any fighters on that side.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're gonna get... OPG might actually get the cap advantage because they have A. Or they're gonna get A. Nobody's gonna get B. And SF needs to come back to get C, which they're gonna try to do. Unless the Benson tries to smoke Dark Lord before he comes back. Yeah, and Grey Baron is forced out of B by one dive bomber.
Yep, it looks like OPG here has capped A. Still with some ships just smoke firing from onto the Charles Martel.
Okay, so OPG gets the finally they got the initiative this time. Let's see if they can consolidate their forces, stop B, maybe get C. Because right now it looks like SF only has 2 ships at C, the Amagi and the Benson. Which means that if this Amagi and Kutuzov push north along the 10 line with support from the Harakaze and North Carolina and south of B, they can get it. I mean, it's an AC split, but with a map as open as this, it doesn't hurt as much because you can shoot from one end to the other. Merrill's Benson spotted by planes temporarily got enough. SF gets the B cap, immediately stopped by Lord Face's Benson. We spent a couple minutes waiting for him, but I think it's paying off for OPG.
No, we'll see though.
Yeah. The Benson in the north, which I believe is Rhino, smokes up for the Amagi, so they're both gonna get C. Harakaze is not going in. Yeah, there's fighters gonna spotting him. We've seen Merrill's. It's a good early game. A dynamic early game. B's cap changes hands, might change hands again later. Both teams are gonna get 1 cap, so the point difference isn't going to be as large as it was previously. Dark Clore shot, so he's spotted by the Harakaze. Remember, battleships can't shoot in smoke anymore. Or if they can, you gotta be at really extreme ranges.
Yeah.
And at that point, why bother hiding in smoke? You just keep moving and outrun people's shells. And Dark Lord presenting a very nice broadside to Derek's slide. Make some good use of it. The SF gets 2 caps. They capped late, so they're slightly behind on points, but they will very soon overtake OPG.
Indeed.
And both sides are trading HP rather well. Quite even. Nobody's in serious danger except for Never Forgotten and the Kutuzov.
And also Pizza too.
He's 1 Citadel away from death. And Pieces of Pizza is going down. He's at long range though, so I don't imagine it's gonna hurt him too much. He's at half health. He can afford it.
Oh, anything can happen.
Anything can happen. People might detonate, but everybody does detonation from it. We see torps coming in for Cody in North Carolina, but those look like they're gonna... Lord of Face in the Benson holding position just outside the B cap. He's not ready to go in yet because there's still fighters overhead. And Grey Baron and the Harakaze is approaching C. Too late. They waited too long for the C cap because SF just rotated all of their forces around to the north. They're gonna defend the 2 caps they have, and OPG is just gonna be unable to follow. Yeah.
Huh, that's weird. Seems like there's low video output. That's weird.
So, yeah, the point gap is narrowing very quickly. SF just needs to, well, B is being contested by Lord of Face, so it's actually not anymore. That Benson's sitting right on the edge. He might leave it though on his way out to turn around. Yeah, Deprived Pickle, Never Forgotten, and Frat Star for Life, all focusing Pieces of Pizza. They all want a slice, but he won't give it to them.
Glorious pizza.
Oh,
That does seem like here that the Benson on B from SF has just pushed him out from the beacon. But he is still doing a good job of trying to hold off.
No, he is, and he's looking pretty good in HP. He's at 2/3.
True.
It's not. Oh, he's being chased by one torpedo.
And also the incoming shells from the Kutuzov.
Wait, why only one? Was that from like a torpedo bomber or something?
Probably shut them all down or something.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. All Benson's run at DF pretty much. So yeah, Lord of Face is now free to move in and try to get the beat cap. He's covered by fighters. SF only has one fighter in that squadron, so they can't contest that unless somebody comes back. And that risks losing one of their Benson. And why risk that when you can just hold on? You know what? We're now at 3 points of difference, which is essentially nothing. 3-point gap. This is the matchup we've been waiting for. It's kind of match 1 was one-sided in OPG's favor. Matches 2 and 3 SF clearly had, but this one is, I think OPG has a slightly, very slight, losing one ship would cost them. Hold on. JMac came into the BCAP right before Lower Face was gonna get it.
Yep. But Benson here just fired torpedoes on Lord.
Hold on.
But I don't think JMac is gonna even live.
Yeah, JMac
What is he doing?
Down. He just held it as much as he needed to. He needs to throw.
Oh, and there goes the first kill of the game.
They reset Lower Face, but they're now down one ship. Luckily, SF has 2 more destroyers, but they're capping A too.
Ooh, but these torpedoes though. Oh, he does not torpedo B.
I was like, yeah, the only hopefully he got torpedoes off, and he did. Wow, I didn't see this coming. There was no air spotting. So SF keep B. OPG is now contesting C with their Harakaze, but it's too late because SF started the A cap early. They're sending Achilles by himself.
Oh.
Benson didn't have a chance to cap for. Wait, they left A? Why? He was so close to capping it. Why did he leave A?
Probably got focus fired by the Amagi and also the Kutuzov.
No, they didn't get shot at. He was never spotted.
Huh. Probably never noticed or something. Who knows?
Wait, now he's spotted.
Oh yeah, fighters.
So he's gonna get lit up by the Amagi at... Oh my, that was a...
And those shells are also from the Kutuzov.
Chasing the Benson. Benson probably has torpedoes on the way. OPG, however, is maintaining a very good picket line with aircraft to spot those incoming torps. Piece of pizza reveals himself again, tries to... That's what the Fast Star set him on fire. Fast Star changes targets, tries to go pizza. The torpedoes are spotted in the water moving in. It might be too late though. I don't think Fast Star can turn around enough to avoid those. There's a battleship-sized gap right here, but he's not going to make it to that. Yeah, he extended without his cruiser support.
Oh, he slows down, but he's gonna take a tour.
He's gonna take one
for
on the
sure.
belt.
Just one.
And looks like it floods. Yeah, he's flooding. Oh no, he's flooding. There's...
But the Amagi's gonna take his chance and try to peg down more damage. But okay, never mind. He's gonna go and try to get
is
never
Frascott
forgotten.
no longer spotted on your end? Or is... Yeah, no, he has to be. I guess they didn't see the need to confirm the kill, which is very risky. But I guess it paid off. Oh man. Yeah, OPG now maneuvering their forces to B while SF is distracted at A and have to push away from C. They got a Derek Slide and Swagger fighting Dark Lore. I could see either side. If either side had enough strike aircraft, they could probably tilt it into their favor for sure. But yeah, and SF's Achilles is about to go down. You could say losing this battleship will be quite the Achilles heel. I hate myself so much right now. Okay, no, bad puns. Never forgotten the Kutuzov, barely clinging on. Almost got that Amagi, not gonna happen. Deprived Pickle, like half a citadel away from death. His existence is almost pointless now because when is he ever gonna get close enough to radar or anything? Like, no. that's not a thing. Grey Baron and the Harakaze is spotted though by some. You know what? I don't know. No Shadowland's close enough to reset though. Yeah, he might get beat up. For some reason, Swagger pulls off the pursuit at sea. Oh shoot, wrong with it. Yeah, OPG's daily HP not looking so good. I would say next time they should have brought a heavy cruiser of their own, but there will be no next time if they lose this game.
Yep.
Yeah, they need to take out a ship. That Amagi would be something nice to take out if they could, but never forgotten. Almost forgotten, and then so SF is just gonna try to take him out now.
Yep.
Yeah, OPG getting
Give me a quick moment.
Point gap's
forgot
only
Gotta do something.
120?
Sorry,
Yeah,
forgot to do
point
something.
gap is only off by 120, so it's still possible for OPG to bring this back. They just need to not lose their low HP ships. Every ship lost just makes this harder for them to win. Achilles, 8,000 HP. If OPG takes him out, that's 60, 100 points. That closes the gap. Achilles just trying to get as far away as possible. Harakaze spotting Meryl's and Benson. Benson smokes up. Yeah, they spot each other. A lot of shells come in on that Benson. They all missed. Every single one of them. Wow. Oh, he spotted again. I don't know by what though. Chapev might have radared him just now. Barely in radar range. And, oh man.
Ends in 5 minutes.
Well, he's gonna go down to bombers! Or not, because desync. Damn it! That would have been so cool. Oh. And it is now shifted in OPG's favor? Barely? Never mind. Okay, yeah, they needed to not lose that ship just now. Four minutes left. Pieces of Pizza is the next probable target for OPG to take out. But Never Forgotten can't engage anymore or risk losing. Derek Slide and Swagger. Oh, he's Swagger trying to stop the sea cap as soon as he can. Too late. He's moving in. Rhino Mark II really low on health. Swagger chasing, losing like 5,000 HP in the process. Oh god. We didn't see those. No. He's dead. So SF, I could probably focus Cody now in the North Korea. Below. Never Forgotten's engaging, because there's no other hope, but OPG does not have the health pool. They're gonna get... They can't come up with this. It's no longer the point gap. That's the problem. They can't come up with now losing this many ships. Because they lost air superiority. Their CV. Lost all his planes. Oh, you're back, Fury. I think. Yeah, no,
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was back. I guess I was talking while my mic was muted.
Oh, whoops. Well,
I was saying, some commentary, but it's like, oh no, wait, that didn't get picked up.
Yeah, there's not much OPG can do. I think that says it. Team Special Forces Kraken Jackers.
That is definitely game
champions
for
of the
pretty
division.
much I said for SF.
I think it's safe to
Either
say that
Derek
they're gonna
or
take
Never
this.
Forgotten's gonna go down first, but either way, they're still gonna
Either
go
way.
down.
Yeah, defending champions of the Gold Division retain their title last the end server by defeating OPG 3-1. In
The
this
last
5
and the
games.
last gunboating ship here alive is the Harakaze.
Shokaku about to get into secondary range with Rhino, but
Oh
he
wait, the
doesn't
Shokaku
need to.
actually moved up to sea?
They were so low on
What?
ships, they needed to try to cap their carrier. What
Oh, but no, Shokaku, no, he's
What
not
else are they
gonna
gonna
live though.
No,
Show-
of course not. That doesn't. It's the last ditch effort.
I mean,
if
he's
you're
gonna
gonna
have a
go
special
down-
surprise.
If you're gonna go down, oh man, you might as well go down fighting. Let's be real here.
Man. It's so funny though, also desync is still
It's a
quite an
matter of
issue
moments
if you're spectating.
Before we can officially call the result, but yeah, Harkaz is just like, I'm gonna shoot AP. Why? Because.
Yep, and the last shots and points goes to SF JK.
Yes, KJ. And there we have it. We will, of course, wait 10 minutes before spamming SL chat. But yeah. Kraken Jackers take the title. Unfortunately, they don't like get a cool trophy thing because we don't have that. But what they do get is the reward pool, which means that OPG finishes second place, and I don't know what happened with third place match because wait, no, I do know what happened with third place match. PSV forfeited because they didn't have enough people. I think. Hold on, I gotta find the right Discord.
Let me see what ZR's doing, actually. Oh. I see.
Oh.
That sucks.
Well, that was a hell of a last game. So I think that tells that. All right, I was gonna go over the prize pool. Why is my bookmark bar white and not okay? Oh, season 5 rule set. No, orange roll. The breakdown means that of the prize pool, which this season, because we didn't get any official wargaming support, was entirely fundraised from viewers like yourselves and players within the league itself on a voluntary basis. Now, for the gold division, this means that SFKJ will receive for their whole team 119,750 to be distributed as their unit reps request. The second place, OPG, will receive 83,825 doubloons. And the third place, which I presume is CR, I'm looking through the chat just real quickly.
I'm not sure what place ZR got, but it didn't seem like they were
ZR
playing
got third.
today.
They were in the runoff match for the gold season, but because
You're still streaming, right? Or
oh yeah, no, I am. I'm just going over the results. But because
okay.
PSV forfeited, ZR automatically gets third place, and they will receive 35,925 doubloons. Of note, we would like to do a shout out to Voss79, the league admin, for seeding the prize pool with $200 of contribution on his own. But more importantly, I think he actually was outdone by SK Sniper 128, who is, I believe, on PSV, who donated $250 worth of doubloons. Or, I mean, yeah. And we have, I guess I remember this is something I did last season I almost forgot about. I believe we're about to have a very interesting guest join us in a second. So don't go anywhere. Yeah. Yeah, that was some matchup. Just gotta look at the Discord. I couldn't say that goes. I think that went pretty well. I mean, that last game, both sides fought their hardest. I'm not sure there was anything. I mean, it just basically just came down to those nice lucky shots. But now we're about to get. Oh, are we getting all of them? Okay. Okay. Oh man.
Oh man, ZR, you
Oh
guys are
man,
just
you guys
amusing.
are bringing the entire. Are you guys just bringing the entire squad out? And now, joining us in the studio, we have from the winning team, Team Special Forces Kraken Jackers, their unit rep, Merrills, and their players, Darklore and Pieces of Pizza. Welcome, guys.
Can
I
you
wasn't
guys hear
really.
me?
Yes, we can hear you, Merrills.
I don't think
Thank you.
Pizza has
Yeah.
a voice. Chat.
So, as now two-time champions of gold, how does it feel
times.
that?
I
Well,
think
you
I
won
think it's like
season
3-4 times
three.
now.
Let me look back. Actually, well, I mean, yeah, season 3 gold. Well, I mean, and season 2 coach. I mean, the thing is about the suffixes. I'm not exactly sure who stayed on the roster the entire time. Have you been on the roster for all 4 seasons, Merrills?
I have been on the roster for the last 3 seasons. Rhino has been on for all 4 seasons. He's our captain. Pizza joined last season, and Dark Lord joined this season.
Yeah, well, I guess he joined the right team. What do you guys think about the season as a whole?
We
If I look
started
at
off
extend,
pretty shaky. We thought keys were a good idea to bring in the beginning, and we lost a few games early on.
yeah,
And we lost a few players from last season, so we were having problems with that as well. But
And they also picked up quite a few people. I mean, for me, it's like my first time actually joining like a comp team, so I'm pretty glad that they actually picked me up. And I mean, it's been a whole learning experience the whole way, but I'm just glad to be a part of it. They're really great people.
so yeah, so I'm looking at the season. It looks like you were, was this 11-1 for this season? No,
that was last
the
season.
scoreboard has been had some weird.
We
comments to it.
we lost 3 this season,
Yeah,
and
so
we won whatever the other number is. To make that
9.
make that 12. Yeah, 9.
Yeah,
Um,
not such a bad record
we
considering.
lost
I mean,
twice to OPG. The first time we lost it was pretty handily. We got our butts kicked. The second one, they're both really close games.
So I guess this was just your redemption then.
Yeah, I mean we tend to do better once we see teams over time, so we can get a feel how they play. And I guess after the 3rd time we saw them, we kind of adjusted to how they play.
Now, moving on to this series specifically, what really did you change going from actually losing game match 1 to winning the next 3? I mean, what one thing do you think really pulled it out for you?
Well, first off, Islands of Ice is a rough map when you make a mistake because you're segregated pretty heavily. We lost battleships really quickly, and we had to try and make it up somehow, but we couldn't get ships there quick enough to make it up in time. So the smaller maps, like Sea of Fortune, it's much easier to cover for a mistake. Not Sea of Fortune, sorry.
Neighbors? Yeah, I thought you guys had much better control of that map than
We were
OPG
still having
did.
issues. I think we were a little nervous to start off with, because we weren't really expecting to win. At least I wasn't. I thought we were gonna have a really hard time, and there'd be like really close games where it's like 100 points each at the end of the game, and that's what I was expecting on Neighbors, and that's what it turned out to be. But I wasn't expecting the 3rd and 4th game, because historically we've lost on Ocean every time we played it. There's only one time we've actually beat someone on that map in any season.
Yeah, once I saw that you guys were having your game point on it, like, I guess, if that's the map to fight on, I guess that's not the best. But you guys came out on top, and it was quite the interesting lineup, too.
True.
I've never seen such a homogenous lineup before.
Okay, yeah, I'll admit the one on Ocean was just I didn't even expect that, to be honest. That was pretty cool.
So, because Ocean is so uniform, right? You just play uniform strat and then just mirror image it and then rotate it accordingly. I mean, that's how we decided to go about doing it. Because historically, we've always tried to like smoke into A and then turn it horizontally, but it doesn't work so well for us at least. So we decided to play to our strengths and play the kiting game.
And Kaichi did. I think you came close to losing a couple ships, but they managed to disengage at just the right time.
Yeah, Achilles almost went down. I almost lived, but I took a nice straight shot at the end. And yeah, it was pretty close, touch and go there for a few minutes. We were like, we thought we were down at one point because we were gonna lose all the caps. What really turned it around though was the trade in B with the Benson. I think Colonel died, and then his torps hit the other Benson.
He popped in just in time to stop the cap, and then managed to get the other one.
Yeah, that was really. I think that was the breaking point in the game where it started to go in our favor.
Because OPG, I noticed that your strat was more around having the capping force of 3 destroyers, while theirs is just firepower of only having 2 destroyers. So, but I think
so OPG likes to put in capital ships into one of their caps, and then hold the other 2 with their destroyers. So if we can keep them from doing that, then we always have a cap advantage with 2 contested, which is how the last 2 games went. It felt like.
Okay, and just one last question, because I don't want to keep you guys too long. I'm sure you want to go back to the rest of your team and celebrate a bit, but what would your advice be to any clan thinking about starting up in SL next season?
I mean, just scrim, man. The last 3 or 4 teams we've scrimmed at the end of the season have gone to have like ridiculous seasons, even probably better than us this season. We scrimmed OPG at the end of last season, and they improved immensely. And they are probably better than us at the moment in terms of skill. I think it was a little bit tactics that won out today. So even if your team doesn't have the best players, you can still pull out wins from tactics and that kind of stuff. At least that's how we are going about doing it. And OPG played really well. I wasn't expecting to win. I think we got pretty lucky in a couple of the games, and I mean, I congratulate them for getting 12-0 season.
Well, thank you for joining us, guys. I'll leave you guys to return to your clan. Yeah, so Fury, I think all in all was a pretty strong season.
True. Though it's like most of the times I wasn't able to tune in or referee.
Yeah, well, that's too bad. Well, anyway, there we have it. I believe this concludes our coverage of Supremacy League Season 5. For those of you who weren't able to watch everything, we had quite the number of streamers today, so I think I will be able to put together a last final episode for Missing the Action to catch all the highlights for this last playoff series. It won't come out this week because Thanksgiving holiday. I'm not going to actually be at school. I'm going home, but I'll try to get it out before December. Well, thanks for joining us. I've been Quadrilus and Fury.
Yeah, well, want to just say thank you to everyone for tuning in. Hopefully we'll get some better, results here for Season 6 of Supremacy League. But that being said, I think it's a good wrap-up for us here.
Yep. I've been Quadrilus, and this has been Fury Tomic. And we will see you on the battlefield.
See you guys later.
Thanks.